Today's world is surrounded with and fueled by technology. It affects how we communicate, entertain ourselves, and even learn. This is truly the digital age. So, why do so few of us know so little about computers? I want to share with you today the benefits of learning how to program, and by the end of this speech, I believe that you will be motivated to learn code for yourself. First of all, what even is programming? It is telling a computer how to accomplish a task you want to complete. That's it. It's really very simple. The challenge comes when we don't understand how to communicate to computer what we want it to do. This is where coding comes in. There's this huge misconception about computers. Many of us think that it is a field that only genius mathematicians or scientists will be able to fully master. And the truth is that computers are simple tools that will do exactly what we tell them to. All we have to do is learn how to communicate with the computer. To code is to communicate with a computer. We write a set of instructions in a language that the computer can understand and follow. Such languages include C++, Java, C#, Ruby, and Python, just to name a few. Each of these languages have similarities and differences. Don't be intimidated by this list. Many of the languages that I've listed already provide most of the tools that you'll need to make effective programs. Computers do not have to be frustrating. We don't have to ask why an error appears or what to do when a program doesn't do exactly what we need it to. Learning code solves all of our computer problems and frustrations. Once you understand the steps a computer takes when solving a problem and understanding how to follow its logic, it will really help you to correct those simple problems that tend to annoy you or prevent you from doing what you set out to do. And another important point to make here is that according to code.org, over the next 10 years, there will be 1.4 million jobs in programming, and only about 400,000 of graduates will qualify for those jobs. As you can see, there's a great need for this skill set in the real world. Now, that sounds good and all, but why should you care about understanding computers and their languages? I submit that programming is a tool that should be used to make your life easier by automating the more mundane tasks of life. One of the very first computers was the Electronic Numerical Integrator Analyzer and Computer, or ENAIC. The ENAIC was created to do ballistics calculations for the US military during World War II. It could solve a problem that took a team of humans 12 hours to do in 30 seconds. Ever since its beginnings, the computer's purpose has been to enable humans to work faster and more efficiently. Many applications for computers today enable a person to do something with much more ease than they could before. Don't believe me? Imagine researching a topic without the internet. Imagine doing your taxes. These are just a couple simple tasks that have been simplified even more due to computers and computer programming. It's easy to talk in generalizations though, but we can use computer programming to accomplish tasks and solve problems that are more specific to us. In a blog post by Philip Gual titled Why Scientists and Engineers Must Learn Programming, an example of an oceanographer is used that illustrates how one benefits from having a set of coding skills. This oceanographer uses his coding skills to write the programs that clean up, transform, process, and extract insights from data collected out in the field. I can only imagine how much longer his time would I can only imagine how much longer he would spend reading and searching had he been left to his own power. And this is a perfect example of how coding can be used by a non-computer focused career field. How many of your individual tedious tasks could be taken care of by a simple computer program? Maybe you could make an application that takes your iLearn assignments and puts them into your existing schedule. How much time could you save by creating programs specific to your needs. And that leads me to my next point. The benefits that come from understanding code and computer logic are not limited only to the computer field. There are many applications of this logic out in the real world. The steps taken to learn code and the process behind writing code teach you skills that you can use in any career field. One such example is problem-solving skills. Have you ever been intimidated by a daunting puzzle or a math problem? Or do tasks ever seem too much to handle? The skills you learn by coding help you to understand complex problems, break them down, and come up with creative solutions. Gabe Newell, creator of the famous software and video game company Valve, had this to say about coding. Coding is more about breaking down problems than it is about coming up with complicated algorithms. Another important skill we gain from learning to code is teamwork and collaborative skills. In the short film named Code Stars, we learn that the magic of today's programs come from not a single genius, but the teamwork and collaboration of teams of smart people that work together to make something amazing. This is true in the classroom as well. As a computer information technology major, I learned to code better by working closely with my classmates. Coding in general is a collaborative and creative process that improves the more we communicate with one another. As you can see, there are many different reasons to learn to code. We can learn it so that we may better understand the computers and the world around us. We can learn it so that we can automate our lives by creating our own personalized programs. Or we can learn it simply for the skills that we gain from it that benefit our non-computer pursuits. I invite you to go online and visit a free code learning website such as codeacademy.com or treehouse.com, which is a paid-for learning option that provides a little bit more functionality. And I promise you that you will find out that it isn't as intimidating as it sounds. And I promise you that you will never regret learning to code. Thank you.